Alright, we should be starting. So I'm gonna give it about 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to the Kill Squad Dungeons and Dragons. Last episode, our characters gathered in Kaelkirk for an announcement that the town of Kaelkirk was creating a town guard in order to better defend themselves from a dragon threat in the northwest, I believe. Yeah, northwest. And they after finding out that this was unusual, they went to the tavern and talked to Lady Kithri, who explained that the ruler of Kaelkirk, Lord Nifrin, had been acting weirdly. They went to the Manor to investigate, and on the way they were attacked by bandits who wanted Lady Kithri. Venna, Laurel, Nyx, and Nikaria defended Lady Kithri while Lurk snuck off to the mansion and met a woman named Tia, who claimed to be a bandit who had come to Lord Nifrin looking for work, only to have herself and her other female bandits set to work as maids and cooks and other such tasks. And now you're pretty much caught up. So presently,
I hope this pin doesn't, like, just cut my finger off. Oh no.
So presently Lurk is inside the mansion, while everyone else is at the Manor entrance. As you guys are approaching, I'm going to start with the people at the Manor entrance. As you guys Manor entrance. As you guys are approaching the entrance, Laurel starts complaining of a stomach bug and a sore stomach, and Nyx and Nikaria say that they're feeling the same stomach bug.
Oh wow. I wonder why.
So yeah.
Sure hope they'll feel better.
I have a healer that we do not have.
Pardon, what was that? I didn't catch that.
A great time to have a healer that we do not have.
You're a cleric. Also, this is
yeah, a war cleric.
You still have healing word,
anyway,
but no, seriously, it's explaining away their absence. So how does Venna react?
Venna is not paying a ton of attention. Maybe they're just a little overwhelmed. Just got out of, whereas she's just kind of like still ready to fight. That was not her finest fight. She kind of wants to make up for it.
All right. So
why are pins so hard to put on? Anyway, sorry.
The other three are going to stay back for a while and wait, and they're going to catch up with you when they feel a bit better. So Venna is left by herself.
Is Kithri staying with them or coming with me?
Kithri is staying with them, just because safety in numbers and all that.
Okay.
So you're approaching the stairs that lead up to the doors of the manor. There's a lovely garden of flowers on either side of the stone path, and I believe, who noticed yesterday that the two guards were looking pretty pleased with themselves and acting unguardly?
That's that, I think. I mean, them that. I wasn't there.
I think it was, let me check your rolls. It was Venna who noticed. So Venna noticed that the two guards were, acting, just whispering to themselves, and yeah, so what is Venna gonna do?
She's almost willing just to make this a fight that she's not gonna lose, so she kind of wants to sneak around them, take them out from behind.
So sneak around and knock them out from behind? If you're gonna sneak around, you need to roll a stealth check.
Okay.
Don't say your stealth check. Pray to RNG Jesus or something.
And that adds dex, right?
That is your stealth modifier. It's down in skills.
Oh, that's right. Never mind. Oh, it adds dex. Okay, that's fine. Oh, God.
So, You kind
RNG
of
is
slink down into a typical half-dragon sort of crouch and start walking, just in plain sight, up to the guards. As you approach, they straighten up and they cross their swords in front of the doors, one of them saying in a gruff voice, "Halt! Under orders of Lord Nifrin, women may not enter the manor." You notice that they both seem as scruffy and unkempt as the bandits you fought.
Women aren't women?
They're men. They are men.
So that's why the women are, like, being slaved and stuff. No wonder!
Venna does not have time for this. Venna is absolutely just ready to spoil for a fight, no discussion.
So, is she going to attack one of them?
She just... Yeah.
Alright, you can make a basic attack against either of them, and you have surprise, so...
Surprise advantage, alright.
So roll with advantage.
So
that's roll twice and use the higher roll.
Right.
And it's just a basic attack.
Okay. Oh! Something tells me that might be the higher roll.
Alright, so either way it hits,
For it?
roll damage with your basic weapon. On which one are you hitting?
Go for the a crossbow shot, so that's a 1d8.
Alright,
Curse.
so as the so are you hitting
Poke
the
it.
one are you hitting the one closer to you or farther away from you? Pardon?
Going for that so I have time to react to the other one.
The one closer or farther to you? I didn't catch it.
Sorry, what?
Are you hitting the one that's closer to you or further away from you?
The one closer, so maybe I have a chance to react to the one farther.
Alright, so
Bloody
as
off.
your sling stone crossbow. Whatever you're using. Crossbow? Or sling?
Crossbow.
Okay, so as
Crossbow.
your crossbow bolt just nicks the side of the one that you're aiming at, and there's a bit of a trickle of blood. The guard is extremely surprised as puts its free hand over the wound as your crossbow bolt embeds in the wall behind you. So roll initiative.
Alright. That I can do. I got a +7 on
Good
that.
job. Anyway, is Night here now?
I don't know.
It says she's in the 20.
So is your initiative a 9?
Also, so now
A
I'm
9.
having to wait forever because she's fighting now.
No shot. Oh, hey, Nyx. Knight, you there? Can we hear you?
Next?
Yep.
Alright, so...
am I okay?
Starting a fight.
So Nyx had a stomach bug, but she's feeling okay now, and as she goes back to, give Venna some backup while Laurel and Nikaria stay behind with Kithri and their stomach bug, they notice that, Venna has just loosed a crossbow bolt that nicked one of their guards and landed in the wall behind them. So, before I make a turn order, what is Nyx gonna do?
What is happening?
They're
Venna
fine.
is picking a fight.
Okay, with guards.
Yeah, the two
Yes.
guards.
All right. Nyx is also going to attack.
Well, you have to roll
Oh,
initiative.
thank you.
Oh, yeah, but you asked what Nyx was. Oh,
Yep. Lyric, in one full round, we'll get to you. Okay.
hey, I didn't roll completely pathetically this time.
Oh, it's my turn to roll really badly, so.
Add turn.
Oh,
So,
dear.
the one that attacked Venna is going to clumsily lunge for her in just a blind fury and rage.
Okay.
And okay, no, as he slashes out with his sword, he's in such a wild frenzy of fury, not quite so much pain since it was only a nick, that he actually manages to hit his friend.
Oh.
Extremely.
Nice.
And,
I like it when other people do that.
And so as the sword arcs towards his friend, it slashes cleanly into his friend's shoulder, who lets out a cry of pain and curses at his friend. The friend isn't angry, and it's also going to try and go for Venna, because as far as they can tell, she's the biggest threat right now.
Fair.
So
I just see two in order and I see nothing.
So, but in its blind fury, it wildly waves his sword at his short sword at Venna, but oh, he also moves closer to Venna, which but he misses. Also, this provokes an opportunity attack from Venna.
All right.
Are we
Definitely
going to
gonna
be
lash
able
out.
to see any of this on the map?
Oh, did I forget to add you to?
It is
So that's provoking a basic attack from Venna.
So can she slash out at him at his wrist
At
with
the one that just attacked you, yes. Roll your
yes.
strength. Your roll. If you're using a melee weapon, it's strength, dexterity. It's for ranged. Lyric, calm.
So roll 1d20 for that.
Mhm.
Oh, I didn't add my modifier. I have a +1 modifier as well.
All right, that hits. Roll
16.
damage.
Okay, I think the knife is a 1d4.
All right. So as your knife catches you catch the bandit cleanly across the side of his face, and he lets out a yelp of pain, still bleeding from when his friend hit him, and he looks pretty worse for wear, like he wants to drop his sword and run away, though he's still standing his ground. Nyx, it's your turn.
Am I gonna need to make a move action to get up there and attack?
Yes. In fact, you're probably gonna have to use your whole.
You're probably gonna
have to use an action point if you want to get up there.
Okay, I do have.
Or just use your standard action to move twice and not be able to attack.
Yeah, well, I do have the full discipline dancing cobra, which allows me to move my speed +2. So 1.
I would. Don't
it
actually
helps
measure.
that I
it
can't.
Don't measure it out.
Okay.
If you use dancing cobra's speed +2, you're a cat, so you're pretty fast. I'd say you could make it up there.
All right. I'm gonna run up here, and then.
Is Dancing Cobra, that uses a movement action, right? For using movement discipline.
Yeah. Yeah. And so that's all I can do that turn, right?
Nope, since that uses a move action, you can still attack.
Oh. In that case, I am going to use the Dancing Cobra attack technique.
It's at will, right?
This bandit here.
It's at will, right?
And so that's Dex versus Reflex.
Dancing Cobra isn't at will, right? Also, that definitely hits.
Yeah.
That definitely hits.
Alright. So damage is 1d10.
You know what? Don't roll for
damage.
damage.
Yeah.
Just don't roll for damage. You're gonna kill him no matter what. Just tell me how Nyx does it.
Alright. So Nyx darts in and kind of alternating between all fours and her hind legs, she ducks and dodges around him, slashing at him with her claws and kicking him.
So
Nyx is kind of a killing machine.
One
kinda. I mean, she is a cat.
At some point during this attack, Nyx's claws manages to rip across the guy's stomach, and blood pours out, and his mouth opens in a silent scream, and he just crumples to the ground, and blood is all over his corpse. Anyway, it's Venna's turn.
All right. I'm gonna scoot to allow Nyx another shot, guy, because Nyx clearly has this handled.
Alright, that's your move action. That's your move action, and you're taking a crossbow shot.
The crossbow shot. So 1d20 and then 1d8.
Yep, and hold on, I'm gonna be right back, grabbing my phone.
Oh.
Alright, I'm back. Did you roll?
Yeah, 1d20 and then 1d8.
Yeah, if you hit the 1d8. And this is crossbow? Okay, so that missed.
Should I have added...
Wait, yeah, you add your dexterity modifier.
Sorry, should I have added my dex?
Yes.
To do that, I have a dex plus 3.
Okay, that hits in that case.
Okay, so then 1d8. My bad, sorry. Oh, come on.
So, as this crossbow bolt embeds in the guy's shoulder, he's looking pretty worse for wear, and he looks like he's considering darting for the door, but something within him makes him stand his ground, and as he prepares his turn, we're gonna switch over to see what Lyric's doing. Alright, Lyric,
suspense.
what are you doing, since you and Tia just made your deal?
I don't know. Shouldn't we both be going to different rooms to try and find the hunters?
Tia explains that, she's meant to be seeing Lord Nifrin in a few minutes.
Oh, so let's go to Lord Nifrin and I could ask him.
Tia nods and says, well, if Lord Nifrin lets you come in with me, which I honestly don't know, but we'll see. Hopefully, maybe we can learn some things, eh?
Yep. So into the office we go, I guess.
As you guys finish up this conversation, two, burly bodyguard sort of bandits, they approach, and, Tia curls her lip at the sight of them, and she greets curtly, Ryan, Jake. The two, bulky people ignore her, and just sit, and the one that on the left, you think they must be brothers. They've both got bushy black hair, and, they look almost identical in every way. The one on the left just growls, both of ya in Lord Nifrin's office, now! And they start, like, ushering both of you towards the doors.
Well, I'm gonna go after her, of course.
Alright, so you follow them through the door, and the two bodyguards usher you into a very posh and lavish room. It's definitely fitting for a ruler of or mayor of sorts of a town, and Lord Nifrin is sitting on a plush velvet red couch, like the one in the waiting room, with a glass of wine between his fingers. He looks like he's starting to feel the effects of old age, his skin wrinkling a bit, his teeth slightly cracked and yellowed. He has wisps of white hair coming through his light brown hair, and his nose is slightly crooked, and he has icy blue eyes, and he says in a laughing voice, I didn't know we'd have an extra guest with us today. He takes a sip of his wine.
I should probably bow just to like have courtesy to him and not look like a total jerk.
So as you bow, you notice that you noticed Tia giving you a stiff look, to which Lord Nifrin replies to this bow with, "Ah, good to see some of you young'uns still respect authority. Tia, darling, why won't you do the same?" Tia remains silent.
Well, what is the purpose of this meeting?
He takes another sip of wine. "Well, make it quick then. I have business with Tia."
I was wondering if you've seen any, well, bandits or whatever, sorts of hunters with fancy weapons, as if they were hunting some immortal prey.
He lets out a laugh. I've seen a couple of people like that. Man and a woman they were, married couple. Plenty nice.
Well, are they here?
Nah, you just missed him. They left this morning.
What?
Said they were they're on their way to join the fight between the dragon and the queen up in the north. Said that the queen had employed devils in her service.
Try to hunt the devils, aren't they?
Wouldn't put it past them. They had the weaponry, certainly. He takes another sip of wine.
For your knowledge. Thank you for your knowledge.
He waves a hand dismissively. If that's all you need, then I think you should be getting back to Kaelkirk. Unless, of course, you had other business or were interested in joining my private guard.
Bye.
His eyes glitter as he says, "Joining my private guard is a very luxurious experience. We'll be heading out. My private guard is going to be marching out north in a few days too, with Gromosh at the head."
Sounds fantastic.
Well, he takes another sip of wine.
Sadly, I do not wish to join your private guard. I'm pretty sure you have very capable fighters on your hand right now. Yeah.
He lets out a shrug and then says, "Well, if that's all the business you have with me, then I suggest you leave my manor."
Got it.
So, you finishing up that conversation then? Alright, so as the bandit at the door, he looks very distressed about the wounds and his dead friend, and he shouts to Venna and Nyx, "What do you want? I'll do anything, just spare my life."
Oh, so we're gonna bargain now. Yeah. How about, well, we need to get Kithri in to see Nifrin. We can get free passage to Nifrin, no obstacles. That would be very nice.
I can let you in the door, but I can't say about the guards inside, and I don't think Lord Nifrin would be very happy about me trying to book appointments for 2 ladies, as attractive and skilled fighters as you both are.
If we're that skilled, you should probably... Whoop.
Wait.
Sorry, what was
Sorry.
that?
Nyx was going to say, I suppose if you don't have control, that's fine. I make no promises about the state of your friends inside.
think we're that skilled. You should be more worried about us than them.
The bandit is fidgeting and says, my friends, and we used to be more skilled back when Tia and her girlfriend were in charge of the gangs.
Were in charge?
Yeah, they brought us to Lord Nifrin because they heard that he was offering work for bandits in the town guard and his private guard, but when we got here, he gave leadership of the bandit gangs to old Alex, and Tia and her girlfriend and all the other girls in the bandit gangs were just set to housekeeping tasks.
I unsheath my claws, less to threaten him and more just because it makes me angry, and say, how about no?
I didn't have any control over it. It was Lord Nifrin's orders.
What's
Well,
keeping
I'd
them
really like
getting out?
The god is panicking now and says, look, I'll let you in, and I'm gonna flee far away from here. Just don't tell anyone who let you in, please.
Nyx
Suit
shrugs.
yourself, I
You're
guess.
nothing to me, so that doesn't matter.
So the remaining guard takes off running, leaving you with a dead corpse on the steps, a lot of splattering of blood, and free passageway into the major entrance of the manor. And you get 50 experience. Everyone's gonna get 50 experience for that. If anyone's wondering
100
why,
last time, yes.
yeah, if anyone's wondering why these people are getting XP for events that they weren't there for, it's a rule that for me that everyone levels up the same, because I don't like having people at different levels. It makes it more difficult. So, yeah.
Consistency.
So
Makes
the
sense.
guard takes off running.
Right.
And he splatters blood.
We had it.
So are you guys gonna head in?
Wait, shoot. Yeah, I'm gonna head in.
Alright.
Probably, with weapons out, probably.
Alright.
So
Oh,
you
that's
guys...
a staircase.
So you guys enter the into the entrance of the manor. There's about... It's like... There's 4 doors off to the side, a polished floor, and a grand staircase leading up to a platform that you can't really see over the top of. And there's bundles of nice smelling lavender by the doors.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do a perception check, just take a look around, see if there's anything suspicious.
Alright,
Probably wise.
roll perception. But after you guys roll your perception checks, I'm gonna switch back over to Lyric. Alright, Nyx, as far as you can tell, there is absolutely nothing suspicious about here. It just looks like a completely normal, manor.
Okay. I should roll
Venna
then.
gonna roll perception.
I probably should, and let me check my modifier, because I'm pretty sure I've got one. I got a +2 modifier on that.
Yeah, as far as you can tell, it's just a normal manor as well. You can't see anything out of the ordinary. Anyway, so you've just, Lyric, you have just left Lord Nifrin's office with Tia in there. So what are you gonna do? Wait, did you leave or?
Yeah, I left the office. I don't really have much to do here. I have a word that I promised. I don't really care about it anymore.
The waiting room is completely empty as far as you can tell.
And can I leave it?
Yep, you can leave it. So you leave the waiting room, and you end up back at the entrance hall, and looking down the stairs you can see Nyx and Venna with weapons out and blood on them. Though it doesn't look like it's their own necessarily. So Lyric can see you guys, but you guys can't see Lyric.
Assuming Lyric's on the top floor here.
Yeah, he's up
yeah.
the stair. So what are you guys doing?
I'm going to head up the stairs to try and find Lord Nifrin.
Alright, so you go up the stairs and you come face to face with Lyric. Well, not face to face, but you can see Lyric now.
I call out a greeting.
Alright. Lyric, Nyx has just appeared at the foot of the stairs.
Do I know it's Nyx?
Yes, you know it's Nyx.
Oh.
So she's just appeared at the top of the stairs and called out a greeting.
Hi.
Oh yeah, Nyx, roll me a stealth roll.
Oh, okay. Let me check.
Lyric, you also roll me a stealth roll.
Who's rolling stealth?
Lyric, I need you to do one as well. Alright, so you guys managed to approach each other without attracting the attention of any guards. What's Venna doing?
Here's what's going on upstairs, at least the vague notion of knowing Nyx is up there talking, but round a little more, because this looks very empty for a very nice manor that's supposed to be very full of bandits. So, poking around some of the doors, see if she can hear anything.
So she's listening through the doors?
Yeah.
Alright.
So, say that one on the left to begin with.
Alright, perception.
Dude. Oh, come on!
So, as you're, pressing your ear up against the door, you can't hear anything, really. You can hear the faint muffle of voices, but other than that, you can hear nothing. Or discern what might be going on behind that door.
Alright.
So, what else is Venna doing anything else?
I was just gonna say going around checking all the doors, not just the
Okay.
one. I just started over there.
So the other three on the bottom floor? So in that case, roll me
20s,
three
I
more.
guess.
Yeah, roll me 3 more perceptions. What are Nyx and Lyric doing?
Solid.
Well, Nyx is still...
Nice.
Nyx is still waiting for Lyric to reply to her, and wow.
Wait,
what are the odds?
He did reply to her. He said, hey.
Oh, sorry, I'm dumb as rocks. So, Nyx walks up to him and asks what he found out.
Well, I found out that the people I was searching for in here left this morning to go call some devils and some other guard. I also had a word with this one female who was being mistreated, and I made a foolish promise to set her free.
I am definitely down to help with that. What exactly is going on here?
Meanwhile,
All the females are being...
Venna, when you were listening through this door, you were able to hear bright and clear, a lot of, it sounded like it was a kitchen, and you heard just quiet murmurs of females speaking to each other, mostly about recipes and that sort of stuff. You didn't hear a single male voice.
Mostly what?
It
You
was
cut out.
female voices mostly talking about recipes and food and stuff, and occasionally they'd mention something about, hating Lord Nifrin, and that sort of stuff. From
Okay.
here, you can hear nothing. You hear the door being a door. From here, you hear some male voices, laughing and talking, but you can't make out what they're saying, except for a few snippets of conversation about, mostly they're just talking about some woman whose names you don't recognize. You recognize Tia's name coming up from the door guard, and they're mostly just talking about how, like, hot and attractive the women are.
On there long.
Alright.
So,
But-
So, Lyric and Nyx, back to you.
So I found out that they're apparently being all demoted to cooks and cleaning jobs, and they're probably most likely being... Ugh. The band are probably not treating them well and right or whatever.
Is Lord Nifrin behind this?
Pretty sure. She said something about, like, coming here and then all of a sudden being demoted, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because they came here. Well, they came here and then they were demoted by him to just those tasks.
Yeah. Tia and her girlfriend. Tia was a bandit leader.
And Tia was a bandit leader.
Did you happen to find Lord Nifrin himself? I would like to have some very sharp words with him.
Yes, I talked to him. I can lead you right to where he was, but it's in a hall of waiting.
Maybe we should grab Venna as well.
I guess.
Alright.
Also thrilled.
Was Venna still sniffing around and admiring the lavender?
So I run down to get Venna's attention and say, "You should come with me. I want to speak with Lord Nifrin, and I'd like some backup."
Is Nyx speaking? So Nyx was running?
Yeah.
Okay, roll stealth.
Alright.
Alright. Nothing happens.
Solid. You backed me up, I'll back you up. That's not a problem.
Alright. Lyric can show us where Lord Nifrin is.
Alright, then I guess we're following him.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so Lyric leads you through leads you over into the middle door. And leads you to a waiting room with some plush couches, but and you see a door and some windows leading into a room at the end of the corridor, but other than that, the room is completely empty.
Isn't it over here though, in that box?
Mm-hmm. The room is behind the door. That room is behind the door.
It's just the waiting room is empty.
So down
I
those
walk over
doors,
and knock on the door.
As you walk over to knock on the door, there is no reply.
Just burst in.
So, the door to Lord
He's not in. Where'd he go?
As you open the door to the Lord Nifrin's office, neither him nor Tia nor any other human being or soul is in the room.
Damn it.
Hey?
But you also know for a fact that you never saw anyone leave the waiting room. And there's no other way from the confront now that you can see.
Nobody left.
I'm gonna roll
Nobody left
perception.
this room. There's no way that they could have disappeared from this room.
They
I'm gonna roll
didn't just
perception
vanish
to
into
try and
thin
find
air.
them.
If you want to try and figure out where they were, it's perception. Yeah, perception. Alright, so as
Roll
Nyx is looking
perception.
around, she finds a trapdoor underneath the velvet couch.
I say, here, they must have gone through this.
Then let's go through it.
I
So-
open
Sounds
it.
good to me.
Patience.
Okay, roll a strength check.
Me?
No, whoever's trying to open it. Alright, so
Okay,
the
I'm
trapdoor
a cat, so I don't get it open.
The trapdoor is quite heavy, and it takes a lot of pulling, but after a while, you just barely manage to lift it up. And your whole body is shaking with the effort, but you get it open.
In we
Alright.
go.
So you guys.
Who wants to go first?
I go first.
All right. So you
I
guys
follow.
descend down into the trapdoor. And are you letting Venna go before you, Nyx?
No. I
Okay, so
had followed right after Lyric.
as Lyric and Nyx go into the corridor, the trapdoor, Nyx has to let go of the trapdoor so it closes before Venna can enter.
Oh,
Can I shoot the
I suppose I should
trapdoor
roll to
into
pop that open.
oblivion?
Wait, can you shoot it open?
Can I shoot the trapdoor into oblivion? Can I?
Yes.
I want to destroy something. Please.
Yes, you may. You're going to have to.
That
Yeah,
should stand back.
So do I just roll damage?
just roll damage. Yes.
Dang it.
You blast a tiny hole in the trapdoor, and it splinters, and Venna sees a bullet ricochet through, just zoom through the wood and go past her ear.
Oh.
You don't hit her though. You're
I have
fine.
had enough of friendly fire.
You are not hurt. It just goes past your head, your ear.
I know, but this is twice now. Like, this is twice now that we have run into an issue with friendly fire. I guess I'm
your
just
gun's
resigned to this.
silenced. Lurker, hide and seek
I don't
silenced,
know.
or do
Are
they
they
make,
silenced?
or do they have a bang?
Oh yeah, they're silenced.
All right.
They're called
Um,
hide and seek for a reason. They find their
alright.
targets no matter where they are.
All right. So is Venna gonna try and open the trapdoor?
I might as well.
Okay,
I
strength
don't
check.
feel like getting left behind. Nope.
Okay, so as you reach down to open the trapdoor,
Oh,
It's
sweet.
been weakened.
Please tell me I just rip it off the hinges.
it's been weakened by Lurik's bullet, so you just rip it clean off the hinges. Yeah.
Careful.
Nice job, I say, accidentally holding my gun still at her. Let's trigger discipline though, don't worry.
Let's maybe point this somewhere else. Like, forward, not at me.
Right, that'd be a good idea.
Wait, who here has low light vision or dark vision?
I have low light.
Okay,
I have
raise.
low light.
I have,
So does low light let you see in darkness as though it were dim light, or is that only dark vision?
Let me look.
You know what? I'm
Probably
gonna
be
say that
dark.
there's from the now open trapdoor. There's a bit of dim light flooding into it, so you can see a trap. You can see that there's this dark corridor that goes on for a bit before leading upwards into presumably what is another trapdoor, and you can hear from the other end of the corridor some shouting, mostly female.
I don't like the sound of that.
time to go through this corridor. I start sprinting.
Time to either break up the fight or join it. Sounds like fun. I run down the corridor as well.
Please don't bump
I
into
guess I
anything.
don't
You
have a
don't have
choice.
dark vision.
Oh,
You only need low light.
Okay. We're good. We have low light. I guess I'm stuck following. There's no sense in running off.
Nope. Unless
Just
you went back
sounds
into
like a bad
the room.
idea.
Unless you went back into the waiting office, the office room. So
Too keen on waiting there alone.
As you get closer, you can make out the argument a bit. Wait, actually, roll perception.
All of us?
All of you roll perception.
All of us?
I'm suffering
you can see the extreme highs and lows.
Fill me in here.
As you sprint towards the out the end of the corridor, Lyric and Nyx can hear that it's mostly a female voice. Lyric, you recognize it as Tia just shouting, "Get off me," and other similar things, while a male voice, Lord Nifrin's, Lyrics recognizes as "Shut up and do your job." And apparently Venna has gone temporarily deaf for like 5 seconds because she doesn't hear this.
Apparently,
she doesn't hear this loud.
What were they yelling about?
Okay, Tia was
Your
yelling
mic cut
stuff
up
like
right when you.
the female voice Tia was yelling out stuff like "Get off me," and Lord Nifrin, the male voice, was yelling stuff like "Shut up and do your job."
Like what?
Oh.
Shut up and do your job.
It sounds like she's about to do unconsented acts. I do not stand for this, because, I mean, I don't stand for this. I'm an incubus, I don't stand for this. This is not making any sense.
You're an incubus with principles, damn it.
Incubus with principles. My mother always taught me that you shouldn't.
Can I burst through the door? Well, I guess Lyric's in front.
Yeah, you'd have to push
Can I
past
burst
him.
through the door?
Alright, so you guys just gonna burst in? Or no, you go to inform temporarily deaf Venna?
Yeah, fill me in here.
I am a little incredulous and say, can't you hear it? It sounds like Lord Nifrin is
Well, you
harassing
personally do not know it is Lord Nifrin.
Oh, it sounds like some woman is, it sounds like some guy is sexually harassing a woman.
Time to break down the door. No questions. Break down the door.
We're going through the door right now.
Strength check.
My strength is not good.
Oh, can we do this as a combined strength check?
Yes. You need to pick one person who's leading the strength check.
Who has the highest?
I have a +3.
I have only a +1.
Lead it.
Alright, so everyone roll
I guess it's up
check.
to
Is
Nyx.
Lyric leading it?
Alright.
Or is
Really
Nyx
strength
leading it?
techniques. You're our Lord and Savior cat. Yay!
So,
Solid.
So, are you guys assisting Nyx? Well, actually, you don't need to assist Nyx because
Yeah, we are.
she just slams her paw against the corridor with just summoning psionic monk power, and just sends it flying off its hinges and smashing against the roof.
We both helped. I aim. If you can see, can I aim my guns at Lord Nifrin, which would just like shoot one as a warning, like get off of her.
Hold on.
It's a big bed.
Yeah, hold on for a second. And Lord Nifrin doesn't have a token.
Big bed.
Hold on, guys. So as you guys burst out of the trapdoor, it stuns Nifrin and Tia into silence for a moment.
Can I fire my warning shot and like get off of her?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, do I have to roll intimidation then?
Yes, roll intimidation. Also, you can see that Nifrin has.
I roll intimidate?
Yeah, Nifrin has Tia pinned, but she's struggling against him, like biting and stuff.
Alright, so my intimidate is +8.
Oh, jeez.
Dang it.
Lord Nifrin, hearing the warning shot, slowly freezes up, and then slowly he gets off Tia, who quickly stands up and brusts herself off, bristling. She has faded scars and bruises on her, but she has a few fresh ones around her arms.
Explain yourself, I say.
No, I don't think I will, Lord Nifrin says, sneering at you.
Nobody does things with someone else without asking their consent first. I'm an incubus and I know that. You have some pretty fricked up morals, dude. But I don't say that, wow.
Wait, you don't say that?
No, I say that, but I just said fricked up morals instead of...
I must be rubbing off on you. Sorry about that.
Lord Nifrin shrugs and says, when you rule a town, you can do anything you want.
Huh.
Okay, can I tackle him, please?
Roll a strength check.
I want to fire a shot.
Okay, I'm gonna roll my strength check. This is one. Please give me a nat 20. Dang it!
So, Lord Nifrin, just sidesteps you as you lunge at him, and you fall, face on the floor. And, Nifrin just idly says, well, actually you land on the bed, so it doesn't hurt. And, Lord Nifrin just says, well, I think I should be going. Have your lady friend if you're so insistent.
I think not. I move to block him and I say, you are supposed to be a leader.
In the middle of your sentence, Lord Nifrin disappears from sight.
Damn it! Of course he does. Damn it.
I'm trying to see what he did.
Jeez.
Okay. If he just teleported, he's probably...
You see the slightest movement of the door. Silent as ever. And then
Can I lunge for it?
It's this, the door closes before you could do anything.
True form!
Can I open the door and run after him?
Yeah, but you don't know where he is. It opens,
Facade. Incubi facade! Let me become a true form!
Alright, so Lyric just abandons his human guise and goes into his true incubus form.
Oh boy.
Which has wings. Usable wings. And claws.
Well then.
Also exciting.
So Tia just kinda... She's alarmed by the sudden presence of an incubus.
And, wait, what did you say was behind the door?
It leads out into the huge platform. It's the door to the left of the waiting room.
Wait, I have to go through that door if that was shut, and I noticed it.
Pardon, what?
I have to follow him if, like, I noticed that the door closed or whatever and stuff.
You didn't perception, so you didn't notice the door.
Can I perception then?
Yeah, perception.
Can I?
Or
No?
Nyx can tell you guys.
Oh.
Yeah, I say he went out the door, and...
Alright, I'm going there now! It's like, I don't bother just, like... I'm running. I have to run to them. I have to do this. I have to kill him.
Alright, so Lyric bursts out of this door, and the Manor entrance hall is completely empty.
Where did he go?
Can I go back to the tunnel?
Yeah, you can go back to the tunnel.
I think I'm gonna want to do that. Back to the office, just in case.
So, you guys check out the office, and it's also empty.
Wait, but I was going to say, I'm going to go up to Tia and ask if she's okay.
Where?
Tia says, I'm a bit bruised, but thanks to you I'm fine.
Where the hell did he go?
You can
I'm
perception.
just gonna shut up. Bandits! Have any of you seen Lord Nifrin? Tell me!
So, the door is here, here,
Where,
and here. Okay, go down to the 4 on the floor, bottom floor, and all of those except for this, all of them except for this one have male bandits pouring out of them.
Where is Lord Nifrin?
They look at each other and shrug, but they're reaching for their weapons.
Oh god dang, I just made myself have a mess of bandits running after me, didn't I?
Yep.
Maybe.
Alright. Thanks for your cooperation. Anyway,
Also, but they are slightly trembling because there's an obvious demon, or devil, I should say. Not demon. Wait, are devil? Wait, what? Devils, whatever. Sorry.
I'm a devil.
Okay, yeah. And that seems to be the only thing stopping them from just straight out attacking you.
Look, I won't harm you if you.
If you're looking for Lord Nifrin, we don't know where he is, one of the bandits says.
Alright.
They're still all male.
Can I touch one?
They're mostly human, but there's a couple of halves. There's 1 or 2 half elves in there.
Can I search through one of the doors? Do the doors lead to different places, or just the same?
Yeah,
room?
they lead to different places. You've been through this door that leads to the waiting room, this door, which leads to Lord Nifrin's bedroom. You haven't been through this door or any of the doors on the lower floor.
This door, it seems promising.
Alright, so as you go up to the door, you find it locked.
Locked? Close!
Roll a strength check.
Strength check, then damage? Okay.
No, just a strength check. Straight up strength check. The wood on the door seems to be made of significantly harder stuff than the other doors because you're even as you rake your claws across the door, you're not able to make the door flimsier or weaker or weaken or make it break.
Done.
You know, have you tried the doorknob?
Alright, no doorknob. Yeah, maybe I should get rid of that.
So you try the doorknob and it's locked. The doorknob is locked.
Okay, destroy the doorknob and get in because it will have not even existed, so there's something holding it in place to be locked.
You can try and pick it with disadvantage, so you'd roll twice. You'd roll thievery twice and use the lower roll. Unless you have thieves' tools.
Alright.
Do you have thieves' tools?
I don't, but I have an 8 in thievery, so this will be nice.
So roll twice and use the lower roll.
Oh wow, look at that!
Roll twice and use the lower roll because you have
use the
disadvantage.
lower roll?
Yeah, because you have disadvantage. Because you're not using thieves' tools. Alright, so the 16 is still enough. You manage to pick the lock open and the door springs open. And, roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Dex saving throw? Seriously?
Yeah, just dex.
Just a dex check?
Well, actually, no. What's your reflex?
Reflex is 14. It's my...
Alright, so you manage to get the door to spring open and you immediately shut your eyes against the blinding glare of jewels and gold and pretty much anything that glimmers. Slowly you open your eyes, adjusting to the sun-bright light, and you pretty much see what might as well be a treasure room. Gold, gems, money, You see some what has to be very valuable pieces of art and clothing.
Is Lord Nifrin in there?
No, it's empty.
Yeah.
But you notice a scroll sitting on one of the tables.
I pick it up.
Alright, it is addressed to, it is written in a language. Do you understand, do you understand Undercommon? Wait, no, do you understand Draconic,
Just
sorry?
uncommon and super.
Do you understand?
Draconic?
Yeah, it's written in a language you can't understand. The name on the scroll, you assume its name, is written in some kind of runes. You don't speak the language that it's written in, but you can roll, if you want to identify the language, you can roll intelligence.
You want me to roll just a 1 to 20? Alright.
Alright, so you scrutinize the scroll.
Shit today.
You scrutinize the scroll for a moment and determine that the runes are Draconic.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, aside from the scroll, everything else in the room appears to be treasure.
I'm gonna relock it, I guess.
Relock it. Is that a thing? If you pick a lock, can you relock it, guys?
I mean, hypothetically, once you're inside, because you spring the tumblers, it can be locked again. Like, normally, you move it to the unlocked position, you don't break the lock.
Alright, roll thievery to relock it once you leave. Wait, are you locking yourself in, or are you leaving?
I'm leaving. I'm not locking myself into the treasure. I'm not that much of a treasure sexual.
Alright, so roll another. So that's thievery to relock it. Okay, you relock it. It doesn't protest, it easily locks back. And the bandits, they've all gone back into their rooms. They don't want to deal with an incubus.
I mean, reasonable.
Yeah.
So where haven't we gone yet that we haven't like checked out to see if Lord Nifrin's in there?
You haven't checked out any of the rooms on the bottom floor. And what were the other people doing, sorry?
I was back in the office.
So you were
Aaron,
you're
it's
checking
time
the
to cut him
office.
off.
You're checking the office and it's completely empty.
And I was talking to Tia.
Alright, let's have Tia and... Alright, so she's told you that she's fine, just aside from a few bruises.
Mm-hmm. And so I ask her why Nifrin has hired bandits and is doing this to women.
She shrugs. Couldn't tell ya. All I know is that we heard that Lord Nifrin was creating a private guard and was paying handsomely, so we came to check it out. Then when we got here, all the females were stripped of their rank.
That is ridiculous. Do you know anything else? Just any pertinent information about Lord Nifrin that might help end this?
Not really. We know that he has two advisors that mostly take care of his work nowadays, Gromash and Luck.
So he doesn't accept Kithri as one of his advisors at all?
Well, not anymore. We heard that he used to.
I growl a little bit and say, I had something I was going to say. Now I can't remember what it was. So I'm going to thank her and then leave the room and just explore the manor a little, see if I can figure out anything else.
Alright, so you re-enter into the manor entrance hall. Lyric is standing over by the door that he's just relocked.
Remember, I'm still in my true form.
Still in his true form.
Yeah. I do a small double take. Also, can you move which map I'm on?
Oh, right, sorry.
That's alright.
So yeah,
I'm just
You
like,
s-
whoa,
you see him
okay,
as
that's an
you kind of
incubus.
you just kind of see him finish fiddling with the lock and then stepping back from the door. Oh, and did you take the scroll with you, Lyric?
Yeah.
Alright, and he's holding a scroll of some sort. So, what are you guys gonna do?
How are you reacting to this mess?
She double taked and was just kind of, whoa, that's an incubus.
Yes, I'm an incubus.
Alright then.
Why?
So,
Notice?
what I come up and ask, what was beyond that door? I kind of have just accepted, okay, that's an incubus.
Chinese and treasure.
Ah,
Lilith would like it.
and true that. Did you find out anything interesting? Anything on Lord Nifrin?
Not really, but I found this scroll with runes of Draconic on it somewhere, and I don't read whatever it's in.
It's in Draconic, you know this.
No, I don't read Draconic. Just
Venna
common
might.
and- Just common and supernal. It's probably weird to hear him say supernal, considering, like,
Yeah.
most people at this
Yeah,
level don't know it, but
supernal-
it came with the
well,
race.
If you want, well, actually, Nyx, you're not entirely Nyx. No, wait, doesn't Nyx speak supernal? Wait, no, she speaks primordial. Yeah, Nyx knows what supernal is. She doesn't speak it. She knows that supernal is the language of the gods and angels.
Devil speaking it.
Well, technically, devils come from the 9 hells of Bator, which is an astral dominion in the astral seas.
I say, if it's in Draconic, perhaps the half-dragon can read it.
Yes, I know. I'm not a kid.
Do you know where she is?
She went, last you saw her, Nyx, she went back down into the corridor underneath, connecting the office and the bedroom.
Alright. I'm gonna go back into the antechamber and try and find her.
She's not in the chamber because I believe she went back to the, office. Is that correct?
Office.
Oh, has
Alright,
she left the office?
Enter the...
No, the idea is she's rooting around.
Alright, you can roll perception.
Jumped over, so
you can roll
I just
perception
let
to
it
try
go.
and find any stuff. Anyway, yeah, you find Venna rooting around
Okay.
in the...
Alright.
So as you look around the room, you find like an odd shiny knickknack, a large handfuls of coins actually, and you find
Isn't this a perfect opportunity to get all the ladies out of here?
that's what Tia wants, and you also find a map
Come on,
of the place.
Oh.
I'm gonna check out this door
Hold
right
on,
now.
I'm not looking at the correct
because
map, so hold on.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm impeding somebody else's door, and I'm very sorry.
Alright, so Nyx enters the office from the thing, and Venna is there rooting around, holding up a map. Did she pick up the map?
Yes, absolutely. Doesn't even give Nyx a chance to talk, just kind of waves it around like, look at this.
Is that a map of the manor? Is
Yeah.
what Nyx says. Sweet. We should head back to Lyric. We need to get those women out of here.
Sounds like a plan. Haven't found Nifrin anyways, so.
Alright,
Yeah,
so you guys
that
head back to the main room.
Concerns me, but it gives
going
us
to be
a good
bit
opportunity.
disconcerted at seeing an incubus trying to free them because incubus are
Probably.
most likely
Well, Tia's gonna be chill with it,
are,
actually, because she knows you.
and they're gonna be like, oh no, the incubus is going to try and do things. I'm not.
I guess Nyx and I can run like damage control.
Alright. And as you do so, Tia is walking out of the Lord Nifrin's bedroom.
And Tia, if I see her over there.
Yeah, you can see Tia over there.
Yeah, I'll walk over, I guess. Ideal time to get your friends or girlfriends or whatever out of here. I don't know.
Only two of them are my
Friends out of here.
girlfriends. Only,
Yeah.
I'm only dating, and names, female names suddenly. I'm only dating Rebecca and, Lee. No, not Lee! Rebecca and Emily. No, not Emily either!
That's my sister!
I'm only dating Rebecca and Lucy. The others are just my friends.
Well, let's get your girlfriends and friends out of here.
She looks
You
at
deserve a quiet life with your girlfriends.
she looks at a grandfather clock and she says, I'd say most of them would be in the kitchen making lunch for the guys, and the ones that aren't, well, it's not just Lord Nifrin who she trails off.
Where would those ones be? As in, where are the bedrooms?
She gestures down the stairs and says, when you enter, it's the door directly on your right when you enter the manor. So she's indicating this one. The one that Venna could hear nothing
I head
from.
that way.
She heard door.
Well, anyway, so where's that kitchen so we can get them out of here?
Why
I
is
know
no one...
where that is.
Okay, yeah, this is the kitchen. Why is no one acknowledging the fact that someone has a map?
Oh,
I have a map.
because we're dumb as rocks.
So Venna is Venna consulting the map?
Uh-huh.
Alright, so keep an eye on this. Lord Nifrin's bedroom. Waiting room and office. Treasure room. Lounge. Bedrooms. Dining room. And kitchen. So yeah.
Do we want to?
Also, Venna can see that Lurk is holding
You
some kind
cut
of
out
scroll.
for most of that.
Hear it from in here, and it's not a good sound.
Alright, so, again. Bedroom.
What?
Waiting room. Treasury. Lounge. Bedrooms. Kitchen. Dining room. And also, Venna, Venna, you can see that Lurk is holding some kind of scroll.
What's up
I
with
head
that?
for the bedrooms.
Alright, I'd rather storm the kitchen first. There are probably more knives and more people on our side in the kitchen.
Yeah, so Lyric, before you do that, you ask Lyric what about the scroll he's holding?
Yep. Yeah, what's up with that anyways?
Lyric? Lyric? Can you guys hear me?
Can I go into the kitchens?
Yeah, you can, but before you do that, Venna asked you about the scroll you're holding. What's up with it?
Oh, Draconic. Read it.
So
I guess I'm gonna read it then.
So you take the scroll and you read the name on it. The name, it is addressed to someone named Kazdak.
Why
Okay.
Kazdak?
Because I like
Why?
recycling names.
I thought you meant like the literal Mirage Dragon.
No, not Kazdak. Not that Kazdak. There's more than one Kazdak.
Kazdak is a common name, apparently. Spread the word.
So it's addressed to someone named Kazdak.
Okay. Just a quick second.
So is she gonna read the rest of it?
Huh.
So she does?
Yeah.
Alright, so the letter basically congratulates Kazdak on replacing Lord Nifrin with his skills, saying to bring the real Lord Nifrin up to his kingdom and to assemble a pretense of a town guard for Kael Kirk. And to have that town guard join his army in the kingdom. And then
so the Lord Nifrin that we're chasing on right now isn't Lord Nifrin?
Well, Venna hasn't told you guys this yet. And it has 3 claw marks instead of an actual signature.
Just 1 second. I am sending you a Roll20 whisper because things.
Okay, Kazdak with a K, and no. No.
Just checking because that would determine the response. Okay, then I'm gonna relay that to the others because that seems like really relevant information right now.
So you've just been informed about the whole Kazdak apparently replacing Lord Nifrin in the whole,
So is the Lord Nifrin we're chasing really named Kazdak then?
Apparently. I don't recognize the name, but...
Well then, I'll just have to kill this Kazdak when he comes back. Anyway, we should go to the kitchen and free your friends and girlfriends if they're in there.
Tia is blushing slightly and says, I'm on board with this. The kitchen would be easier, but you might want to be quiet about it because lots of hungry bandits. I think it's worth noticing that she looks noticeably thin and malnourished.
And you look like you need food too.
She just kind of rubs the back
of
her
a good
neck
knife.
sheepishly. I would love a good knife. Does anyone have any
with your meals?
Tia's just like,
Sorry, what was that?
Tia's just like to Venna, I would love a good knife. Do you have a good knife I could borrow? I'll give it back.
You could... I guess you can borrow mine until we get more. I would assume there's more in the kitchen?
Yeah, they're not like proper, meant for combat knives, but they'll work as substituted weapons.
I was gonna say, if you stab somebody in the side with a steak knife, it still does the same thing.
Yeah, it's just, they're a bit harder to wield, because they weren't built for fighting. It hurts the same, but they weren't built for fighting. So, Tia takes the knife, and, she, checks its weight out, and then's just like, this is a pretty good knife. And I know knives.
Less than good.
Well, anyway, after we rescue your friends, I'll be happy to, something for you. Damn it, a devil with morals!
She glances up at, Lurk and says, you gonna stay as an incubus?
Oh, right, females.
Tia lets out a little laugh, and I guess you're reverting to your true form.
What?
I guess you're reverting to your true form?
You mean my human form?
Well, human form, yes.
I'm
Not
reverting.
trapdoor.
Alright, I'm going to my human form.
Alright, so you guys are gonna storm the kitchen?
Yep.
While this
Yes,
has
we're
been
going to storm
happening,
the kitchen.
I have headed to the hallway with the bedrooms, figuring that each bedroom will have only one bandit in it. And so make for some easy fights.
So you're gonna open the bedroom door, Nyx?
Mm-hmm.
So as you
Down
open
here.
it, you see, it opens into a large room that I don't have a map for, so you're gonna have to bear with me. So it opens into a large room, and there are like a number of smaller doors off to the side, but in the middle of this room and in the middle of the huge room, there are a bunch of females just sleeping underneath blankets or on tattered and the beds are laid out in uniform. And it's just like underneath clean blankets and stuff. And some of the beds are empty.
So there are no males in here right now?
There are no males, just some sleeping females.
Alright, I go up to the nearest sleeping female and shake her gently to wake her up.
Alright, so the nearest sleeping female, even though you did it gently, she kind of jolts awake, and she's just like, what? What?
I whisper, "Shh, do you want to get out of here?"
She looks up, seemingly recognizing Nyx, and she just nods.
I say, "Okay, help me wake the others, but be very quiet, and then we'll save the ones in the rooms."
There's no females in the rooms. Those are reserved for the males. The rest of us are just
Have
banished
the
to
males
sleeping out here.
Have the males brought any females into the rooms?
Well, they do sometimes. You notice scars and bruises, faded like on Tia. And, but none of them right now. They're all at lunch.
I let out a little of relief. Alright, wake the others, and we'll storm the kitchen. I have some friends who are ready to attack. We'll get you out of here.
Alright, so the woman who has, like, long black hair, like mermaid's black hair, and, green eyes, and she's wearing, a short skirt and, a sleeveless top. Both are white, and she quickly starts scurrying around the room, trying to help wake up the others. As they wake up, the woman is explaining, of course, what's happening.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so I'm also going around waking up the other ladies and explaining what's going on.
Alright, so soon enough you have every woman in the room woken.
Sorry, repeat that? You kept
Everyone
cutting out.
is woken up within a matter of minutes.
Alright.
The coalition!
So do you lead them out into the entrance hall?
Mm-hmm. And I say, alright, at this point, it may not be the best idea to leave, so you can either wait here or help storm the kitchen. I'll leave that up to you.
They are all thirsty for revenge, and remember, these were originally bandit women, so they're all here to storm the kitchen.
True.
So you lead them out to the entrance hall, and Lyric and Venna and Tia, you see Nyx lead basically this small legion of females out of the bedrooms.
Excellent.
And as you do this, Tia rushes up
so
to
I'm
the
human
woman
again.
that Nyx had initially woken up, and she just hugs her and just cries, "Rebecca!"
Aww.
Excellent. This is good stuff.
This is cute.
This is good gay.
Alright, but we have a kitchen to storm, so...
That is true.
Tia, with a knife in her hand, seems very confident, and she says, "These girls know how to fight with just their fists, and they're far more trained than most of the lousy thugs in the dining room. Well, how about we send them in to disrupt them while we grab the females, and we'll just decide on a code word to have them join us when we leave, when we're running out."
Whatever works.
So,
And
what's
getting out
the
of here
code
and finding
word?
me
Rebecca
in
says.
Kazdak.
What's the code word? Rebecca asks.
Catastrophe.
Alright, catastrophe works. So
Guess the code word is catastrophe then.
Tia is
Yes.
spinning her knife in her hands. You ready?
Alright,
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready.
She points
Let's
to the
go.
door to the dining room and says, "Ladies, we'll go to the kitchen after you storm the dining room." And with angry yells and shouts, just this angry mob of females just smash the door to the dining room, clear off its hinges. And just they
Incredible,
flood
honestly.
into the room.
That is glorious.
Great gaze. This is so
So
great.
we storm the kitchen.
Yep, the door opens easily, and you see what looks to be the rest of the kitchen is chock full of females who are quickly busying serving men and
Close the door!
and cooking meals. They're wearing aprons and cook hats and all that, and hairnets and all that stuff, but just like the males, they seem to have been frozen in place by the sudden flood of their friends in the dining room. As you enter, Tia scans the room and then points out a bandit with blonde hair down to her shoulders and chocolate brown eyes and a very pale complexion, and she cries, "Lucy, we're getting out of here."
Everybody should grab a knife on the way out. You know, just in case.
As Venna makes the suggestion, the bandits all grab cooking knives and they're ready for a fight. They're throwing off their hairnets and their aprons.
Honestly, I could really appreciate this.
I'd let out just a joyful feline yowl because I'm just enjoying this.
The males have no idea what's happening. There's you can see the males because the rooms are two kind of connected. You know how kitchens and serving things at camps and stuff.
That window.
Yeah, the serving window. So you can see the males, and they're just being swarmed by angry females. They don't know what's going on.
This is what you get for treating them like this, assholes!
So as the kitchen women start leaving the kitchen, Tia turns to the serving window, sucks in a deep breath, and yells, "Catastrophe!" As quickly as they flooded into the room, all the females flood out of it, and there's just this basically mini army in the entrance hall now.
We're going out now. Oh gosh,
We're leaving now, maybe.
Just before we go, do we have any way to track Kazdak?
No,
at all?
You don't.
Okay, he's just vanished, and we've got nothing.
You've got nothing except for the scroll that says that, and stuff. And also he mentioned that some of his private. He mentioned to Lyric, but Lyric didn't mention this, that he's taking his private guard up to the town in the kingdom in the northwest.
Okay.
So I guess our next destination is the kingdom in the northwest.
Alright.
Remember
heard
that
from Lord Nifrin. Maybe we should go to northwest. He's planning to take all these men too.
So you guys are leaving the manor with the Females? Where are you taking the females is a good question, though. And remember that you have to stop by the camp with your
We
friends,
should take them
because they have a stomach bug.
Oh yeah.
to Kithri. Chances are they'll protect
If any of you-
Kithri.
If any,
Good place in Calcrook.
if any of you, if any of you want to come, then that'd be great, I guess. I'm not trying to order. I went to teeth mode there.
So they're glancing. They glance around at each other, and then Tia, Rebecca, and Lucy step forward. We'll help you.
I guess.
Alright, so you leave, you go outside, followed by the females, and two figures stand blocking your path. One of them is a tiefling, and another is a half-orc.
Move.
The half-orc grunts while the tiefling clutches a staff. I don't think so.
Why not?
And a half-orc against an army of very angry people with knives.
I think we can let them get overrun by them.
But as the female army seems to stop in the face of these two people. The half-orc is wielding a huge battle axe, by the way.
That changes things a little, I suppose.
Please move away.
The tiefling again speaks and says, "Would you care to explain why you're escorting half of all of," he corrects himself, "Lord Nifrin's service staff away?"
Because they're being
Because-
mistreated.
You literally stole exactly what I was going to say.
Mistreated? The tiefling seems surprised.
Yes, abused. Sexually harassed, all of that.
The,
Hurt you.
Pardon? The tiefling frowns, shaking his head. "We've been in the kingdom to the north. We haven't heard of any of this."
Who exactly are you, I say?
"I'm Luck, and the half-orc here is Gromash."
Well, we'd be honored if you could join us, since these acts and misdeeds aren't exactly great. But
Besides, Nifrin is missing.
He's been replaced by a demon named Kazdak.
You don't know that it's a demon.
Oh, he's been replaced by someone named Kazdak. Do we know that he's been replaced?
Yes, you
Yeah.
read the scroll.
From the
Okay.
scroll.
He's been replaced by someone named Kazdak.
and that's why he probably's been acting so weird.
Luck considers and says, "We were headed out, the two of us, to investigate the situation in, Vardasvan, the kingdom to the northwest, when we received urgent orders from Lord Nifrin to return home. We just got back."
Yeah, something tells me Nifrin didn't send those orders. If he did, those were the
No.
last orders he sent.
He's been replaced.
Luck bites.
Join us, that would be very pleasant.
Luck nods and says, turns to the half-orc and says, "Gromash, take these ladies back to Kaelkirk and see that they are given the inn's finest rooms, and I will and their finest meals. Put it on my bill."
I deserve it after everything that's gone through.
Gromash lets out, Gromash doesn't seem that smart. He lets out, he just nods and starts lumbering off, sheathing his battle axe. The females follow him.
Alright, so is he still with us?
Luck is Luck,
What?
Luck is with you, and Lucy, Rebecca, and Tia stayed with you. Luck says,
Okay.
have you
That's
all
perfect.
seen Lady Kithri?
Yes, we've seen her.
Nikaria.
Laurel and Nikaria.
She's back at our camp with a couple of our friends.
Luck nods.
There.
I'm glad she's safe. He's blushing slightly.
Oh.
Do you guys do the
Oh,
in
I get
character?
it. Wink.
Wink in character?
If I had eyebrows, I would raise them.
So,
I did the O and then I winked. I was like, alright.
Luck just blusters. It's not what you think it is.
Oh, then what is it?
Lord Nifrin,
Do-
Gromarsh, and the
do it
Lady
like
Kithri
this.
and I, we've been traveling since I was like 16, yeah, 16, and we are very close friends, but it's nothing like that.
Then why'd you just blush?
Puppy love, kids.
As one of the advisors of Kale Kirk, I order you to shut up about it.
Alright, I'll shut it
Hang
about
on,
it for
let's
now.
just-
Let's just take him back to his girlfriend. I mean, compatriot.
So Luck starts striding away, and can you guys roll me perception checks? Because I think you'll all want to hear this if you succeed on it.
Solid.
Oh, RNGesus better
Oh.
bless me now.
Frick. If someone is blessed by the RNG, they'd better tell me what it is.
Perception is +3, and no, I'm not.
No one hears Luck muttering to himself as he walks off. He stops and turns. Where are your friends' camps at exactly?
We need to meet up with them anyway, so we can take you there.
All right. So you guys head back to the camp.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys go back to the camp, and as soon as he sees Kithri, Luck is blushing again.
Can Venna give him like a little elbow nudge? Just a little.
Lyric holds.
Sure you can.
Wait.
Everyone cut out at once.
As Luke approaches Kithri, can I do a dex check to go on all fours and trip him and make him fall right into her?
Yes! Actually, that's athletics.
Oh!
Oh
Even
my
better.
gosh!
Oh wait, no, that's
I
the same bonus.
I hope I don't have to roll to give Nyx a double thumbs up.
Nope. Alright, so you trip
Yes.
Luck up, and then somehow he falls in a way that he's not crushing the small halfling, but their lips do connect.
Yes! Shipper cat ships it.
Loved me. Lyric mutters.
What does he mutter?
And I wish I actually had someone who loved me.
Oh. Tia is just looking at this with a smirk. She has one arm around both of her girlfriends.
I just saunter away casually in the most cat-like way.
Nikaria and
I'm
Laurel are there and just staring.
Roll with a thumbs up, just on the sly here. That was beautiful. That was masterful.
Lee, is that you?
Masterful thing, Nyx.
Oh, hello!
Lee, is that you?
You just missed something very glorious.
Well,
You were
technically,
just
it's
in
still
time.
happening. They're in the camp, and Luck and Kithri still have their lips connected, and they're both bright red, and they seem so shocked that they can't move.
Oh my god.
Get up, kids.
Lee, is that you?
Throwing the gold
It
for the
is.
room at them.
Yeah, Lee, Lee, I feel the need to say that Nikaria and Laurel, their excuse for not being here was that they had a stomach bug, so they stayed behind with Kithri at camp. So now the group's just come back with 3 female bandits, a tiefling wizard, and yeah. So is anyone going to fill poor confused Nikaria and Laurel in?
Megan's doing it for me.
Alright, but I meant in character.
Oh shoot. Sorry.
Tell stuff.
Nyx is too busy being smug.
Are you going to tell... Oh, wait, so... I assume you've been told the stuff in private then, Lee?
Sure. Let's just say one of the group pulled Nikaria aside and kind of explained what all happened. Yeah, but okay.
So you guys gonna be taking a rest here?
Short rest, sure.
Or extended, because it's sundown?
Extended would be reasonable.
Extended would be more reasonable than just a short one. Except for I trance for 4 hours. And then
I'd like my 22 health back.
If we get attacked.
Yeah. Because here's the thing, if you're doing short rests, you don't gain your health back immediately, I've decided. You have to spend you can spend healing surges for free, and you get all your healing surges back. But if you spend an extended rest, then you don't. Yeah. Wait, no, you still expend healing surges, sorry. But yeah, extended you replenish all your healing surges and hit points and everything. Alright, so is anyone gonna set up a guard, or do you guys feel pretty safe?
I have a trance. I see everything. You forget this.
Okay, true.
What?
But Luck and Kithri don't
I trance for 4 hours.
Yeah, Luck and Kithri don't know that you're an incubus, so they suggest that they'll do the first watch together.
I'm an incubus. I trance.
Will they be able to stay alert?
Yeah, they'll be able to stay alert, don't worry. And Lyric is gonna, if Lyric Trance is near them, he's gonna get to see some sweet flirting.
Well, I'll just sleep over here. He says.
Out loud, I say.
Because he knows he's.
Can I do a speakness?
Yeah.
Out loud, I say. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. And then I go past really close to Lyric and just whisper, or tell me the details in the morning.
Ooh, voyeur.
Leah, Tia and her girlfriends have conked out already. They're exhausted.
Look, I've been run over by a bear. I'm checking out.
Oh gosh.
A damn bear is still on my shit list.
Laurel and so far have been asleep for a while. So Lyric, everyone goes to sleep. You listen to Luck and Kithri and Luck, and you learn that Luck is bad at flirting. TM.
That's relatable.
Does someone... Wait, yeah, so they're flirting terribly. You're kind of cringing at it internally as an incubus raised on the stories of Prince Vivim Starwinder. Like, you're pretty sure you can do better. And they murmur about stuff and like...
Can I physically wake up and just get out of the transfer room and say, "You can do better"?
Hold on, you're gonna hear something interesting. You hear Luck mention a name that you've been seeking out for quite a while. Varya Morn's daughter.
What?
So you hear him mention her and say that he's heard rumors that he's currently in the Queen's Kingdom, that I forget the name of, and I'll have to look that up in a sec.
Oh, I just threw a badge across the room.
And then after that they kind of flirt. They lapse back into flirting. Badly.
In the morning, we have to.
So as they're apparently pretty well rested, because they even luck somehow, because they don't wake anyone up for the guard. They stay guarding the whole night. And as the sun rays first dawn touches the camp, Luck leans in like he might be going for a kiss. Then he chickens out.
Same.
I finally went for my trance because I've probably done my trance for like the extended rest
You've
period
been
of
trancing
time.
for ages. Also, everyone's at their full hit points now.
You could have done better, Luck.
Luck turns to him and turns to you and is just like, "What?" What's everyone else waking up?
I'm nervous. I trance. I heard everything.
Wow, you
And
just
you're going to
advanced
give
that
me the details now, right?
Luck
Yep.
is turning red, and so is Kithri.
I'm pretty sure they both
I saunter
started
between
really
them and
badly.
say, "You guys are cute together." Then just walk off.
They both simultaneously
Y'all are
yell,
harassing.
"It's not like that!"
What? Who yelled that?
Luck and Kithri.
I heard something last night that I'm very interested in.
What was that?
is.
The name of that hunter I've been searching for years.
Luck is slowly is like, Varya Morn's daughter?
Yes.
Why have you been searching so long?
If she could track down
Yeah?
anything, can't you track down anyone?
By the way, if you guys want to know who the heck this Varya is, roll history, aside from Lyric.
Okay.
Oh, that means I gotta open up Roll20.
Okay. If Nyx fails this check, I will laugh.
Fail! 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 Alright, Nyx has no idea who Varya is. That feeling when one of your characters doesn't know your other character?
Yep.
Oh, good.
So Venna recalls that
I don't either.
nope, Venna and Nikaria recall that Varya Morn's daughter is a dwarf fighter, and she's a legendary hero who's saved the world, and the stories about her say that she could track anything, and there are even some rumors that say that she has many war songs, and some say that not even gods can stop her. One of the more popular rumors is that she dueled Cord himself and won.
Really?
So why isn't she a god in her own right? Eh?
Are you asking that to me or out loud?
Yeah, to you.
Because Varya's not the kind who'd want Godhood Knight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Knight, is that accurate?
But she said that she can track anything, supposedly.
Yeah.
Well, we are going after Kazdak, so I like the sound of trying to find Varya.
Yeah.
And
Agreed.
if we also find her, somehow ask her about the hunters who killed my parents.
Look at that. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
We'll watch them do
I like that plan.
As far as player, I can say that she would like that metaphor.
Yeah. By the way, the bandit
2 birds
girls
with
are
1
still
stone.
asleep. They're still exhausted to the core, and they're still just curled up with each other asleep.
What are we gonna do with them? We can't just leave them here.
Well, those 3,
What
they
happens
haven't
if the-
mentioned that.
Up over your shoulder
They
and
haven't
carry
mentioned
them.
that, but those 3 are coming with you.
Yeah, they volunteered to come with.
Okay.
Also, as you're talking,
Cool.
the half-orc
Just
that
grab one and
most
put
of
them on your
you
shoulder.
recognize as Gromarsh just lumbers into camp.
Hey there, Gromarsh.
He's more like, aww. He doesn't seem like... He seems like he's not much of a talker.
That's okay. We've all been there. Need some coffee.
The lights set off my trypophobia. Get away, ball.
So, Luck says that he, Kithri, and Gromarsh will also be accompanying them to the kingdom to the north.
Is anyone, like, absolutely positive on how to get there?
Kithri
I have a general idea. Do I need to roll for having a general idea, or is this, like, actually fitting with...
I already forgot the kingdom's name, but, like, Kithri explains that there is...
Tenevere.
No, not yours. The kingdom that's not where they're going. The kingdom that they're going to is one that I named and I forgot the name of it.
Right, but is...
Oh wait, they're going
Did you
to
place Tenevere to the north as well, or not?
Yeah, Tenevere is to the north. For some reason, all the major
So,
kingdoms in this are to the north.
Okay.
Some idea of
Kithri
where to
adds that Luck adds that he heard that Varia was currently, she didn't join, but she was assisting the guard of Tenevere, the royal guard of Tenevere, against the blue dragon that they were fighting.
Well, I know how to get to Tenevere, so...
Yeah, you don't have to roll for that because you're from there.
Yeah.
It would be really awkward if I made you roll for it.
Right.
So we're gonna go.
Alright, well, there's no real reason to just stand around. Why don't we head out now?
Yeah. After we sling these people over our shoulders, girls.
What was that?
I don't think we need to kill them. They've learned their lesson, haven't they?
Tia is sleepily stirring and says, I'll send one of my trusted girls back to deal with them. With Lord Nifrin gone and that show of that display yesterday, they were my guys originally, so they're not gonna, cause trouble.
Alright. Thank you.
Let's go out then.
Kithri quickly suggests they visit the Kalekirk stables to acquire horses. Because on foot the journey to Tenevere takes 2 weeks, on horseback it takes 1 week.
Joy.
Problem is, I only have maybe 50 gold left.
Kithri is an advisor.
So she would pay for this?
Yeah. I mean, Luck had enough money to pay for a small legion of females to have shelter and food at the inn.
The real MVP. Alright. Cool.
So
50 gold to those bastards.
Yeah, so let's let's follow his suggestion and get some horses and hit the road.
So you guys are heading off to the stables. Luck and Kithri are standing at the back of the group. Is anyone else at the back of the group?
Sure.
Okay,
will be.
anyone
I was
who's
gonna say, I'll take it
standing at the
now.
back of the group can see that they're holding hands and blushing
Nice.
Oh, that's good.
and not looking at each other.
So let's go to the stables.
Do we get to overhear anything snappy?
No. So you go to the stables and you get horses for all of you, and the stable master, as she's fitting the horses, says, Lord Nifrin came through here asking for a horse yesterday.
You did what now?
He came through asking for a horse.
And which way did he go?
To the north.
Great.
And everyone's in the north today.
He said he was going to that, not Tiniver, the kingdom that Tiniver is fighting for, that's controlled by the Blue Dragon.
Why would he do that?
I
Do
don't
you know?
I don't know. It was odd that none of you three, gesturing to Gromarsh, Luck, and Kithri, were with him.
So,
I have to say, I'm with Lyric on this one. We already know that we're going north.
Let's get moving. We're a day behind.
on.
Yeah, I'll be there in a second. Okay, so my mum's knocking on the door, and we only have 3 minutes left, so I think that's a good place to end it for today.
Agreed. I'm excited. We're gonna get a road trip.
Road trip, guys! 3 cheers for a road trip. Road ship?
Hip hip
Woo!
hooray!
Road ship.
That was
And
really
I'm
terrible,
never going
guys.
to get anyone who
Why
will
do we
love me
say
ever.
hip hip? That never made sense to me.
I
We
haven't got a
don't
clue.
ask silly questions.
And I will now proceed to
I'm still streaming.
never get anyone to love me.
You don't know that.
Oh, you are still streaming? Whoops.
Will Lyric
Sorry.
next time actually do something? Will we land in the Mystic Lands and Varya won't be there? Will Kazdak / Lord Nifrin / whatever the frick his name is appear? Who knows? Only on the next episode of
Which is this
what do we call
Friday.
this?
The
We call
Kill
it the Kill
Squad.
Squad, and it's this
Oh yes,
Friday.
we are moving the schedule. So you get 2 episodes this week.
And Fridays, same time as usual. I think. Is that good for everyone?
Huh?
Alright. Yeah.
All
See
right.
you there.
See you there.